Hey, what's up guys? I want to make a quick video for you guys to show you the difference on doing presses versus doing flies when it comes to using dumbbells. I was talking to my buddy Justin right here, and we're talking about on how to do a fly, because when we go to gym, we look at a lot of people are doing their dumbbell flies almost exactly the same as they're doing their dumbbell presses. So it's not really helping out. You're not hitting your chest with a different angle. So I want to show you the difference here. So when you're doing a press, think about it like your elbows are about 90 degrees, and from here, you come up, you can come together, and then back out. Now some people are doing a press, they can just go straight up and down. So that's all still a press. Any of this is still a press to where you're coming upwards. The difference with a press and fly is when you come down into a 90 degrees, or you're bending your elbows, this is gonna be a press. So when you're doing a fly, what you're actually doing is when you don't actually bend your elbows much, and you want to create an arc, a big arc on the top. So you notice how I'm creating a big arc right here. Now it doesn't mean you gotta go all the way down, you can, but the whole idea is to create a big arc on the top and back down, and back together. A lot of people, when they do their flies, it kind of looks like this. And if you take a look at it, this is basically like a neutral press. It's the same thing like doing this. Turning your dumbbells to the side doesn't turn it into a fly. It's still a press, just with a different grip. So remember, the best idea to think about when you're doing a fly is when you have it on top, you see this arc that I'm making here. So the wider the arc, now it doesn't mean having it come down, but the wider the arc on the top, the more chest it hits, because this way it allows your elbows to stay a little more straighter. It doesn't have to be locked, but you don't want to bend it. And as you come out, the farther it goes, the more expansion is going to hit your chest. Look at my chest right here versus look at my chest here. You see the difference is if I'm grabbing these dumbbells and I'm coming like this is great for your chest, but this is a press. Now watch this. When I come out, look at the expansion in the chest, okay? So I wanna point this out, okay? Again, it doesn't mean that you gotta come all the way down to here to where your arms are way under your shoulders. This doesn't mean that this is a correct fly. This a lot of times can actually put a lot of stress on your shoulders. You can make a big arc by having your dumbbells or your hand not go under your shoulders. So this way you're still kind of parallel, because the moment you go under your shoulders, you're putting a lot of stress on the shoulders, and the stress gets taken off your chest. So you want to keep it right here so the tension's on your chest, but look at the difference. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time here. Here's a fly. Big arc on the top. Big arc, squeeze. Arc, squeeze. Arc, squeeze. Now I'm gonna use the same neutral grip here and go right into a press. Okay, so now you guys see the difference here. Now again, if you're doing a movement like this, it's not that it's a bad movement, it's just that you have to understand that you aren't doing a fly. And if you want to hit your chest with different angles with presses and flies, when it comes to your fly movement, you got to make sure you do it right, because if not, you're not doing a fly. You're always going to miss out on hitting the outer sweep of your chest. One way to also make sure that you're targeting your chest is when you're grabbing the dumbbell, instead of grabbing it like this, usually a lot of guys will kind of grab it like this, and they'll slightly bend their wrists in, which activates your forearms. You see the movement in the forearms right here, right? So what you want to do is, instead of grabbing it and bending it like this with your dumbbells, you want to do the opposite. You actually want to kind of put them outwards. Bend your wrists slightly back. The reason why is because as you extend the weight out this way, when you bend it back a little bit, this disengages, this doesn't engage your forearm, and allows the weight to pull you more, which now uses a lot more chest because it's putting a lot more tension out here, versus the weight leaning in. Now the weight is distributed closer to your shoulders, which pulls less on your chest. So these are really, really small tips, but it makes a huge difference. See where the dumbbells are from here? So all you gotta do is go from here to here. This little bit. Now right here, it's not gonna make much of a difference, but when you're right here and you feel this tension going from here to here, like it's like you probably just added maybe 10, 15 pounds right there. So again, from here, you see a difference right there, like automatically, I can feel the weight pulling. So that's a really good tip. If your weight isn't heavy enough at home and you're thinking, man, I'm knocking out too many reps, I need to go heavier in weight, well, these little tips are gonna make it a lot harder for you, which allow you to use a little lighter weight, but still be able to target and work your chest even more. So it's a nice little tip. If you got heavier weights, you can move on with the weight. But just remember though, you wanna always make it the hardest you can, so this way the weight targets the right area. So this way, bend it back, it's gonna hit that chest. So hope this tip helps. Don't forget, try it next time you're in the gym, and try it next time at home. It will make a huge difference in how you work out in your chest, especially when you can now really start incorporating those flies to really expand and fill out your chest. Thanks for watching, guys. SixPackShortcuts.com for more workouts and nutrition. See you guys there.